And hello again, Internet. Well, here's hoping we have less technical issues today than we did yesterday. That was very disappointing all around. I found no information. I found other people complaining about the same crashing, wiping out some of the stuff that they've dug up that they can't dig it up anymore. No solutions. No answers. So if this ruins my save, I'm going to be very unhappy because it's not like there's anything I can do about it. I have the option of continue. I can't go back to an earlier load. So if that ruined my save, well, I'm going to be very unhappy. Leave a negative review on a game that's not available for sale anymore. Well, whatever. It's a shame that it was in this state. I mean, this game had a lot of promise going for it early on, but the technical issues and such, and repetitive nature of it, have driven me away a little bit. But let's continue and see if we can get to the end here, because we should be, hopefully, on the last map. Why? Why are we in the dark? Oh, did we spawn in? Is this map always in the dark? It might be. Well, I'm going to do what I usually do, and that is I'm going to go chase the points, then I'm going to search for the clues. Oh, we've already got something over here. I saw a red. See, there's a red dot up there. That's probably an explosive is what that is. Why are the trees red? Okay, well, straight ahead here is going to be things. Okay, well, it's a spirit up there. Okay, oh, that's good. That's good to find. I can't even tell you to go to the bell. There's no fucking bell. The clapper's missing. It must be replaced before the bell can be rung. It's dug up a blood-stained strip of cloth. It appears to have come from a woman's gown. That is not what a strip of cloth looks like. Remains of a man who seemed to have been killed by an Indian arrow. And there's the arrow. Greetings, sir or madam. I must report to the Lord Governor. Who are you? I am Clement Wright. That's all the lost souls, apparently. James Markley sent you after his daughter, Allison. I remember seeing her flee into the woods. I wanted to go after her, but I was wounded. Is this broken arrow the one that injured you? Suppose it is. I remember my legs suddenly giving way. I didn't feel pain until I was lying on the ground, staring at a bloody shaft that had torn through my knee. I had to break it off to pull it out. I found this powder flask near the remains of the man who died nearby. See, I told you that wasn't a piece of dress. So we got another fucking glitch in this game. I remember Simon Holt pouring powder into the barrel of his musket, reloading as fast as he could. Then he went off and fell sideways, an arrow in his throat. Okay, so I got a destination here. Aha, I told you there'd be explosives. Found a scrap of bright red cloth stuck to a tree by an Indian arrow. Keep going up this way. I have a feeling today is going to be a short day. Just based on the fact that this should be the final map. That may or may not send me back through the rest of the game. I don't know. An exceptional charm of vigor. So I could have more health if I wanted. I don't. I want the other exceptional charm that disappeared on me. Why are there no enemies yet? That's worrying. It appears that someone was burnt here. hate that. All page scraps found. Notes. Should anyone find this letter before I return to Fort St. George, please tell my family that I, Avery Taverner, yet live. I'm the last of the three of us who were sent out after Benedict Harper refused to let us join his expedition. We thought to take a more direct route that we might arrive first, but my companions took ill. One died 2 days ago and the other only this morning. I shall continue on alone. Maybe I should have just finished this off yesterday. This is the problem with not knowing how long the games are. Well, you know what? If this finishes quickly... Captain's Pistol. If this finishes quickly, I have other things I can play today. Short, slow, short, moderate. This is actually a better pistol. Okay. There's going to be a big fight. There has to be a big fight at the end of this. There we go. There's some combat. Come on, come at me. Look, I see you in the distance. Okay, you're loud. Fucking. Did that kill both of them or not? I can't tell. Nope. Okay. That is supposed to not deflect off these things. Okay, we've got all the destinations. So yeah, there's going to be all buried treasures that I can't get. That makes me very unhappy. That is a lot of people to talk to. Holy crap. An impressive looking Indian headdress. Oh, whoa. They disappear when you go to talk to them. Yeah, you get close and they're just gone. Okay, what do you have? Exceptional. I don't care. Yeah, there's nothing here to spend the money on anyway. I could sell stuff, but does not matter. Just keep following and getting all the points. I'll look for the clues later, but I'm going to be very unhappy that I'm not getting the achievements. Because I would have liked to have, had this game marked off the list entirely. One of the ones that's like, hey, you've completed everything. Because I am completing everything. It looks like I'm completing everything. But the game fucking glitched. And I don't usually care about achievements. Shy, you break everything. Like, it's not a surprise anymore. It stopped being a surprise months ago. It's just the way of life now. It's like me crashing games. Still annoyed. Also, unrelated, the Castlevania DLC for Vampire Survivors. Honestly, pretty good. Pretty good. Champion's Longbow. Don't see any enemies here, so let's take a look at the Longbow. There's the Hunters. Champions does 90, but it's fast. This is 100, but it's average. Yeah, I'm going to keep the other one that I have. Honestly, the fast is probably better. There we go. See, again, it's not supposed to deflect off those things. This thing has a 0% chance of deflection. Where are you? There you are. Oh. Ooh. Well, hello. Charred remains of a woman are visible through the flames. Strange there's no heat from the fire, though. The stench is horrific. That's because it's a ghost fire. We have found us a ghost fire. The clapper for a bell. That's all the clues. Which, again, achievement for all the clues. That's going to piss me off. Because I'm playing it on Steam, so I get them. Dog doesn't give a shit. I think you just got to hit it with 3 arrows. Head up to this one. I clearly should have finished this yesterday. Because it looks like I'm not going back to the other ones, even though it's like, hey, there's nothing right now in the dark. It sure looks like I'm finishing it off here. Oh, you bitch. Where are you, motherfucker? I'm not getting all the thieves, so perhaps I won't have to care that much. If there's a one for getting all the thieves, I didn't get it. I'm not gonna get it. See, coming at me one at a time ain't gonna do anything to me. 100 coins. Explosive. Oh, there went 1 arrow. What's this in the tree? It's in the tree. What, did I not grab it? Yeah, I guess I lost another arrow somewhere. Well, this is the last thing on the map over here. Then I start listening for clues. That's a chest. All treasure chests found. I guess I go back to the ambush site. Where's the... There it is. Okay. Is this the end? And then I go back to Fort Hope. Found this scrap of cloth stuck to an arrow near here. Allison was fleeing into the woods. An arrow caught her cloak and pinned her to a tree. She yanked herself free and kept running. I wanted to go after her, but I was wounded. I must tell the Lord Governor. Perhaps if I rest here a while, I can make it back to Fort Hope. I found a woman burning to the west. I know nothing of it. Presently here. See, that's what worries me. Presently here, nothing in the darkness. I found the clapper for the bell, so is there a bell here anywhere? I don't see any sign up here for a bell. I'll go back to Fort Hope, I guess. Yeah, there's nothing out here. And we can see if it actually freaking works when I go back to Fort Hope. There she is. Something has happened. You reek of smoke, scorched hair, and charred flesh. I found a woman burning in the blighted forest far to the west. I remember. She was weeping, smoke from empty eyes as the flesh consumed her, her flesh blackening and crackling from the heat. Clement Wright said that an arrow pinned your cloak to a tree as you fled into the woods. I remember him calling Simon's name as we crept through the forbidden wilds. I turned and saw 3 soldiers coming toward us, and I knew my father had sent them to bring us back. I hissed at them to be silent lest they reveal us to the Indians. But then Simon asked them why they were carrying Indian weapons, and I realized they didn't come to bring us back. It was Clement's arrow that pinned my cloak to that tree. It was my arrow that wounded him. The others were all dead, so I left him there and went to find my sister. Is this Tabitha's arrowhead pendant? Yes. She wore it always, though she was careful to keep it hidden from our father, knowing he wouldn't approve. I found it near the burning woman. She wasn't burning when I found her. What happened? I remember struggling through the woods, faint from fear and grief, knowing she was near, for her sorrow called to me. I remember I stumbled and fell. I think I cried out, for the ground was strewn with dead birds. I looked around me and beheld the rotting carcasses of rabbits and deer and other beasts of the wood. Then I saw an Indian child and her mother, clinging to each other in death. Beyond them were more corpses, their flesh blackened, their eyes clouded, their faces twisted in fear. I forced myself to walk on, despite my horror, picking my way among the dead, choking on the stench of corruption. At last I saw a pillar ahead of me. Someone was bound to it, a woman, head lolled forward, her naked body stained with the blood that had spilled across her. I knew at once it was Tabitha. I stood before her, reeling from the ache of her despair and my own. I raised her face and saw that her throat had been cut open. I looked around at all the helpless creatures, beasts and men, drawn by the ache of her suffering and then drowned by it. I could feel the darkness spreading out from her, feeding on the hope it swallowed up. I knew it would never stop. It would only grow more ravenous. I wept for a long time. Then I began to gather branches and pile them at the base of the pillar. I said a prayer and lit a fire, feeding the clothing that had been stripped from her into the flames. As the flames rose up and consumed her, my prayers became pleas as her flesh blackened and crackled from the heat and dark smoke steamed from her eyes. I begged her to find peace. I begged her to let go of her torment before it consumed us all. And then I felt her anguish become anger, the ache of betrayal becoming the shrieking of scorn and vengeance. The trees withered, and all her fury that touched turned to cinders. The dead things and the living were burned away, those who had hurt her, those who had abandoned her, those who had loved her, all except me. Okay. So apparently I need to give her some gifts, but... Alright, well, let's see. The arrowhead your sister wears a pendant. Why are you giving this to me? To remind her of you of Tabitha's happiness. Bloody arrow, cameo pendant, scrap of cloth, corn cob. I don't even know what all to give anymore. I have no fucking idea. My inventory's got all kinds of shit here, but clues, bloody arrow, burning stake, cold scrap, headdress, Indian village, powder flask. There you go. An engraved powder flask. Its contents have been ruined by the elements. All the clues have check marks, so they're done. The people don't, though. Notes. Investigations. See, we still got more investigations. So we're not done. Clement Wright attacked Allison and Simon Holt. I knew at once they had gone to the Forbidden Wilds, even though I forbade it. I sent those men to make sure they didn't return, for I feared what they might bring back with them. What did you fear they would bring back? The doom of our colony. Allison found Tabitha in the Forbidden Wilds. When Tabitha vanished, I rode into the woods to search for her. I found her on her way to their village. It did not take long for the truth to get to her. She was tied naked to a post. I stripped away her clothing so that the swell of her belly might clearly be observed. A child sewed by a savage she gave herself to willingly. You cut her throat? Yes, so that the shame she brought upon me might be ended. I left her there so that the tribe would know that we would sooner kill our women than let them be touched by savages, even our own daughters. Yep, everyone's an asshole. Your father sent Clement Wright to kill you and Simon. But why? Why would my own father do such a thing? He claims that he feared he would bring back the doom of the colony. Perhaps he was right. Perhaps I did. What if this is all my fault? Your father killed Tabitha. I feared you would say that. I think I already knew. I felt her dying. So much pain, so much fear. But she was so desperate to live. She was pregnant. Oh, God, how can that be? She never told me. I suppose that's why she was crying. She didn't think I could understand. And so she ran away, knowing she couldn't stay here. That must be why Father was so angry. Why he couldn't just bring her home. He must have blamed Mother. He must have told himself that it was her fault that he had to kill Tabitha. And what about Tabitha? I believe her torment is feeding off the fear and anguish of those who remain here. Freeing the wraiths you have met may help quell her wrath. There's some way to convince him to let go of which keeps him here. You must try. If you choose to go to her without releasing them, I expect you will find a harder task to reason with her. Okay. So I do have to go around. Okay, so good. We're not done. I do have to keep going around. I'm not happy about this. Because it's going to glitch, it's going to crash, it's going to break things. I'm tired of things breaking. Damn this game. I'm still going to try doing it, you know. Where's the bell? You must not remain here any longer. I wish I could listen to Edmund playing his flute by the cook fire. I wish he hadn't seen me come around Dodd's Hill. If only I saw him first in the shrubs as past. If only I didn't kill him. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, don't torment them. Don't torment them. Choose peace. Your deeds cannot be undone. Release the regrets that bind you here and be at peace. Gregory Ward is at peace. You must not remain here any longer. I wish I had found my son a moment sooner, that his fingers had still been warm when I pried the pistol from his hands, that I could have handed over a chastened boy to his mother rather than laying a corpse at her feet. I wish I could find Martha on the hillside on a warm and pleasant morning. I want her to be smiling, for us to sit side by side, holding each other's hands, talking about her son who is not dead. Yeah. Wishing won't change the past or slave your sorrows. Be at peace. Everyone should be at peace, damn it. Oh God, I gotta go out and talk to the other spooks too, huh? Talk to the shadows, talk to the wraiths. Trying to go for a, quote, good ending, unquote. This is the intro area. Damn. Dang it. Where'd my arrow go? Oh, that arrow's gone. There you are. You are hard to see. You must not remain here any longer. I wish I could hold my son again. I wish to hear him call to me. I want to see him running through the tall grass, laughing, his hair golden in the bright sunlight. It is useless to long for which can never be. Release the longing and sorrow that bind you here and be at peace. God, there's still another one. Okay, so yeah, this is going to take long enough that it was worth being this day. Especially since it's going to crash a lot and fuck everything up, and I'm going to be unhappy. Hey, cool, a drink. Running, 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 running. Come on, where are you? Are you going to come at me or not? Fucking thieves. You are nearby. Where are you? Like I said, I'm not going to catch all the thieves because of things like that, because I can barely recognize them. Must not remain here any longer. I wish I could be the one to tell Captain Eastgrove of the Spaniards, to have him praise me for my service to the colony. It is futile to wish what can never be. Your lack of vigilance that cost you that chance. See, I don't want to... I mean, I could just freaking tell everyone, nope, nope, you die. Everyone dies. Presently, not pleasantly. Presently, hear nothing. These are going to bug me to no end. Especially since one of them had a really good item in it. The speed item. Oh, don't fucking crash again. Okay, good. Like, this really bothers me. This really bothers me. Yeah. Don't care the Spaniards are coming. You must not remain here. I wish I could meet that girl in the woods again. Only this time, we just pass her by. Pass her by. If she stares at me, it's curious and not because I hurt her. And I wish I could look up from my whittling and see the captain coming through the gate with his arms full of firewood. The harm you did cannot be undone. Release the guilt that binds you and be at peace. You callously shattered an innocent girl's innocence and caused her life to be cut short, then doomed a man to terror and death for a blunder he greatly regretted. Let your savagely curse you to torment now. Let everyone be at peace. Probably this is going to end up hurting me in the end, I bet. I don't care if Tabitha wants people hurt and tormented. No. That makes her no better than these people. Where are you? Come on. There you are. Oh, you bitch, you survived. Hey, Shark. We're on the cleanup run now, telling everyone to leave. And I'm annoyed that those 2 buried treasure spots are forever going to be unmarked or undone because of that damn crash. Come on, where are you, Shade? There it is. Yep. Must not remain here any longer. I wish I could look across the yard and see all the men gathered around their fires, joking, arguing, insulting, or sulking, but alive. If only I had chosen their lives over pride and honor. It was your responsibility to weigh the risks before giving orders. Let your rashness curse you to torment now. Choices cannot be unmade. Release the guilt and sorrow that bind you here and be at peace. There we go. Same as ever. Everything's the same as ever. Alright, this is a long way away. Where is it? This way. I mean, I could put them on the map and just run straight to them, but that's what this clue thing is for. This is playing the game with the mechanics that were intended for the game, rather than taking the easiest way out. Yeah, I know, I'm still on this game. Imagine that. Yeah, I'm glad you're having fun. I grabbed the DLC for Vampire Survivors. It's been amusing. He must not remain here any longer. I wish that girl had run away at the sight of us. That she had known to fear dogs such as us. I wish she was safe with her family. Cruel and savage deeds shattered many lives. Now, you cannot undo the harm you caused. Release the guilt. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it is pretty fun. Okay, time to break the game, because this is going to crash, almost guaranteed. Yep, crashed. What a shock. If only we could have seen that coming. Game obviously has a pretty bad memory leak in it. I just hope that didn't erase my progress with the Wraiths. Because this is the map where I can't do those anymore because I did them, but the save apparently didn't mark them properly, and yet they're still dug up, so I can't dig them up again, so I'm never going to get the stuff from them. And if it just did that to the Wraiths and prevents me from beating the game, I'm going to be fucking furious. I should have checked. You going to crash again? You're going to crash again. God damn it. It's going to crash again. Not going to bother waiting for it. Task manager. Oh, look, it's not responding. I shouldn't have to, but yes, that is this one. Alright. So here's what I'm going to do. Lower my settings. I'm just going to keep them low at this point. I don't give a shit. We're done. At least until I go to the last map again. I'm going to go in the dark and see about... So this person's not there. That's good. Presently hear nothing. Just double check. No shadows. No wraiths. So it at least didn't do that. Cannot fast travel when enemies are near. It's not really a weird fix. Lowering graphic settings is a thing for a lot of games because, again, if there's a memory leak caused probably by the foliage, would be my guess, then yeah, lowering the video settings would be what does it. What gets rid of it. Is the thief still back here or is this the one I caught? That's the one I caught. He must not remain here any longer. I wish I could see Emma through the congregation in front of the church. I want our eyes to meet and for us to smile at each other. No shouting or chanting or screams. I even wish I could see her heavy with child, because any infant would be a gift in this place. Any joy would be a blessing. Remember Emma's screams and let your selfishness be your torment. No. You cannot unmake your choices. Let go. Blah, blah, blah. I wish I could call to my wife and see her waving at me, but this time the horse doesn't scream or rear up, and Renfield is still beaming when I reach her. This time, even if Emma is there at the fence, there's no blood on her hands. Our hands are all clean. You doomed Emma Clark to undeserving suffering in your eagerness to avenge your wife. You cannot change what happened, blah blah blah. Trying to give everyone the peace. I wish I could walk back from these woods beside Tobias with no cause for guilt or fear, as his wife is not, and not his shameful secret. I wish our children could run beside us, laughing. Such dreams are rooted in Charity Hammond's misery. No. It is futile for pine what could never be. Release the sorrow of longing. Blah, blah, blah. Be at peace. Everyone be at peace. This way. I'm probably supposed to make different choices. I'm supposed to maybe torment some and release others, but I don't care. I'm kind of done with this. The glitches And I'm just kind of not the person who is going to say, no, you must suffer for all eternity. No, man. Fuck forgiveness. Shit happens, move on. You got punished in life, that's what matters. Like, you all clearly regret what happened. Let's just move on. You gotta give a path for redemption, man. I wish I could take it all back. That I could say Emma is no witch, that she did nothing wrong. That guilt is all mine. Anything to have never heard her screams. You subjected your wife to misery and loneliness and abandoned Emily Clark to sorrow and agony. Like, it is useless to regret choices that cannot be unmade. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing in the darkness. Next. Where's the fucking bell? Oh, wait, no, the bell's up here, isn't it? Yeah, bell's up here. Derp. Yeah, don't care. You guys don't scare me. Must not remain here any longer. I wish I had the courage to kill Jeffrey Hunt after the first time I saw him hurt Catherine. I wish I could watch him writhing on the ground, gasping, with a stone knife at the base of his neck, his eyes wide with disbelief and fear, both of us knowing he would never hurt her again. Good God! Your literal wish is that you would have killed him faster. You failed to protect your sister and then resorted to murder to assuage your guilt. It is useless to wish for what cannot be. Let go of the guilt. Man, you're almost the only one I would have said, no, fuck off. It's like, he clearly isn't that regretful. He probably did, honestly. Wish I'd never made anyone angry, that no one ever tried to hurt me. Your lack of dignity brought this misery upon you. No, man. Just can't change what happened. Let go of the guilt. Blah, blah, blah. Get out of here. Nothing in the darkness. Move to the next one. Okay, where's the fucking enemies? Yeah, pretty much. Fort Hope. Oh god, yeah, there's one here, one there, one there. Let's make them all go away. I wish Philippa had come with me with the truth. There was still time to save Tabitha. I wish I could look up from my desk and see my daughters in the doorway. Both of them, good girls they once were, loyal and dutiful to their father, and not led by weakness and selfishness of folly or betrayal. I wish there'd been no cause to punish them. Oh, I am so tempted. I am so tempted on that one. But no, I want everyone to be at peace. Fuck it. Must not remain here any longer. I wish Roger and Amy had picked a different man to torment with his insults and scorn, but they had not stung me so keenly. Anything, said Isabel, never had cause to pick up a father's blade and come after me. You murdered him for an insult. Yeah, wishing blah blah blah. I am. But, you know, I just kind of want to... I just want to do it this way. Give everyone the chance to be at peace. Probably get a bad ending for it, because I'm probably supposed to be making choices like, no, you're an asshole, you're an asshole. But you know what? I'm not going to try to guess other people's morality for this. I wish I could have seen Onward Forest died in front of me. See, here's another one. I wanted to watch blood flow out of him like the blood flow out of my father. Another one! It's another one. Man, I wish I'd killed him faster. Where? I know there's someone out here. There it is. What, did it disconnect me again? I was having trouble yesterday. A lot of trouble yesterday staying connected. I don't know. That doesn't look like it, honestly. My settings say I'm fine. My stream didn't die, so... that might be your end this time. In a rarity, believe me. Like I said, yesterday it was... I disconnected like 3 freaking times. Yeah, you might have hit some setting somewhere. I wish I could sit by my daughter's bedside again, humming the lullaby, sang when they were children. Wish I could brush the hair from their faces and watch them sleep. And that when I woke in the morning, they would both be there. Cannot change what already came to pass. By hiding the truth, you cause great suffering. Nah, you were trying to do the right thing. It was the wrong thing, but you were trying to do the right thing. This way. Good, good, good. You guys really wanted my attention. And that is why I'm not using the freaking bow. Blarg, blarg, blarg. Well, there's some of my arrows back at least. Right, you be forgiven, blah, blah, blah. I wish I could wipe away my daughter's tears and see her smiling carefree. Which was before we came here. You doomed yourself by provoking the wrong man for no good reason. It's useless to wish, blah, blah, blah. Get the fuck out. Nothing in the darkness. Next location. There is the bell. Yeah. Ads can definitely be annoying. It's not like we get a choice on what kind of ads are up. I wish I had let Amanut lead me away from the fort. That we had fled into the woods, running until we couldn't continue and falling to the ground side by side. I wish I could kneel beside her and brush the hair from her face, thinking how beautiful she is and how full of life. You treated her like an enemy by pushing her away. Nope. Be at peace. Stop regretting. What's done is done. Move on. All of you move on. Meet each other in the afterlife. Regret and forgive. Pretty much. That is what the end of this game here pretty much is. There's another one. No, that's the one I already killed. Where are you? There you are. Shades can be so hard to see sometimes. And miss. Yeah, great. Where'd she go now? There. I'm glad the game is still available on GOG. I wish I could hurt... Wow. I wish I could hurt Barnaby Burton as he hurt me. It was unfair to ask him to betray his neighbors and run away with you. No. Be at peace. See, another one where it's like, ah... I didn't cause enough pain! Alright. Might be one more here, the ambush site. There is one more here at the ambush site. Then I'm going to go back to Fort Hope. I must report to Lord Governor. You attacked Allison Larkey and Simon Holt. Lord Governor said that they must be killed with Indian weapons, so that it must look like savages killed them. I remember Simon Holt pouring powder into the barrel of his musket, reloading as fast as he could, as I raised my bow and released. Then he went stiff and fell sideways, an arrow in his throat. I remember Allison fleeing into the woods when the fighting started. I loosed an arrow that caught her cloak and pinned her to a tree. She yanked herself free and kept running. I thought to run her down, but she was waiting just ahead. The shaft struck my knee. My leg buckled. I wanted to go after her, but I was wounded. An arrow from among the trees. You must not remain here any longer. I wish my arrow had pierced Allison's heart. I want to go back to Fort Hope, knowing the Lord Governor would be pleased. I did what I was told, and I did it well. Fate spared you from doing more harm than you did. There. Free to all the lost souls. All lost souls released. Alright. Go back and talk to Allison. Grab a quick drink. I have freed them all. Her fury is lessened. Perhaps it is enough that you can speak to her like you spoke to the others. Perhaps you can discover what keeps her here. Perhaps you can set her free. Perhaps... Where is it? I can't actually press the button for it. Could have sworn it was nearby the ambush site. Now let's go down to the trail. That or she's going to be up by the village and I'm in the wrong place. Because those guys are a lot brighter now than they were before. Are you still going to disappear when I approach? Yes, you are. No, like I said, free them all, man. Nothing on the map, damn it. I have no idea where I'm supposed to be going for her. I don't know where she is. I mean, she's not out here, so let's just follow the trail. Which I can't freaking see because it's dark. I said I thought she was near the ambush site, but I didn't see her. Well, we're back up near the ambush site, so let's go look around. Again, I can't... The clue button is not working. Dun 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 dun. Nope, Tabitha's not done yet. Man, I have no idea where the hell she is. Probably somewhere south. It's going to be explosives over here. That's going to be explosives over here. I don't need those. No, I'm pretty sure that you have to release everyone, forgive everyone so that Tabitha can be forgiven as well. Because otherwise she's going to be too angry. We have to show her that she can be redeemed too. I am not seeing the ghost fire anywhere. I don't know where the hell she was. Like I said, she doesn't show up as a spirit or a wraith or a shadow, I mean. Ooh, ooh, hello. Oh, you're an enemy, aren't you? Oh, you're the thief. Ha-ha! Got one! There it is. Oh, we are way out in the middle of nowhere. That's why I couldn't find it before. Yeah, well, I'm not going to get all the achievements because there's one for like getting 500 kills or headshots even, which that's not happening. I'm not even, or like 1,000 actually, and I'm not even at 500. Okay, you were invisible. That was annoying. Are you guys just going to keep spawning? Is that this now? I see you out there. I don't want to talk to you while things are still attacking me. Well, I'm gonna die now. Yep. Fucking, they're still coming. Dang it! So close. Refill those arrows, because yikes. Nope, nope, nope. There. Too bad there wasn't a buy all button. It's also a good thing I actually took a look at where the hell that was. Okay. Exceptional charm of ferocity should be more than enough for quality charm of vigor. Where's the quality charm of vigor? There you are. See, it's not even going to be that much, to be entirely honest. Actually, gonna have to go back and re-heal for that. Because that was dumb putting them on after I've healed. Don't know if 38 hit points is going to matter at all, but there we go. I should still have enough that kills. If not, I'll go back. So I can't actually talk to her, so this... Apparently I do have to actually kill these things. Damn it. Damn it. Come on. Really? Dang it, didn't want to take another drink yet. I didn't know those things had 2 heads. That might be why it's taken multiple attacks to kill some of them. done yet? Are you done yet? It appears so. Tabitha? Father, he is gone. I betrayed him. No, he betrayed you. Then why am I being punished? You cannot undo what is done. You must surrender your regrets and be at peace. I only want to forget that my child is dead inside me, never to be born. I long to sleep without dreaming, never to awaken. Then forget and sleep, for you must not remain here. That sounds like a bad one. I cannot be free. She will not let me. Allison? I will fall into darkness, never to surface, but she won't release me. Then I must convince her to. Okay. Allison, what's going on here? So I was right that we did have to go back through the other maps. It seems she is bound here by you. We're born together. Must we also die together? I don't think so. But how can she be freed while I live? You must release her. How can I? She's my sister. I cannot scourge her so easily from my memory. Nor would I. I'd rather die than forget her. You don't have to forget her. And what must I do? You must say goodbye to her. I think I understand. Very well. I'm ready to leave when you are. An attack. I will join you when I can. Be careful. Don't worry. Okay. Ooh. The Spaniards. Okay. Why? Why is this here? Genuinely, what is the point of this part? I got 500 kills now. That's half the kills needed for the achievement. Is that it then? That's it. Again, I have to ask, why? These aren't living either, though. Those are specters. Oh, look! Daylight! We finally get to see what this place looks like in the light. Which... Nah, fuck it. I'm not gonna... Not having the foliage did make that fight easier because I could see where the enemies were. There might only be one ending, to be entirely honest. I don't know. But we're going to find out, aren't we? Oh, hey, I actually can use that to get to her. It's good because I don't see the fire in the day. There it is. Beloved sister. I'm glad you are safe. I laid her to rest. I thought I should be the one to do it. You've already done more than enough. It never occurred to me that I would have to live without her someday, or that I could. I mean, we were always inseparable. Did I mention we were twins? I wish it could have been me, but I've been the one to suffer in peace that she had lived. Please forgive me. For what? Ah, yes, she's the one who brought me here. She was a spirit herself, apparently. And that's the game. It's not bad. I mean, for what it did, it told the story well. Like I said, I love the stylization of it. I'm glad there was the overarching thing. That this whole thing really was eventually about her sister, and you got to see all the horrors that happened in this camp. Various people just being dicks. And again, it's a case where the people who they weren't spirits. They had no reason to hang around. So I wish the game technically was better, didn't have the glitches that it had. I'm not too worried about the achievements now, since I'm not getting 100% achievements anyway, since I'm not going to beat the game twice and get... Event, you are free to continue to explore. You've reached the end of the adventure, free to continue to explore. But what? There's nothing to explore. There's literally nothing to explore. I'm done. I love the stylization here, the black and white with the red highlights. The story is a little generic, but that's fine. It is what it is. Little bits of morality tell here and there. I wonder how things could... I mean, there might have been changes made. Like, if I'd left them to torment, would that last boss have been harder? Boss was just a wave of enemies. Meh. Yeah, I mean, it was a good concept. It's possible someone else could take this and make a better game out of it. But I like what was here. You track down the clues, you find out what happened, you piece together these terrible incidents. You're kind of the ghost whisperer in this thing, basically. And of course, that scary twist ending. Well, she's a ghost too. Woo! Which I'm not sure if she was or wasn't. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Combat was flawed. Now I'm going to show you again. Save and quit. Go back to the options here. I'm on deadly enemies, which is... I was on normal. I could do the drop loot. The other thing is you could make it harder, too. You could have your weapons and all drop, and they'd be lost forever if you die without getting them back. I like that it has that. You get the color saturation, which... Oh my. Really?! Really?! This actually really annoys me. This should not be a thing. Because this right here is what made this game for me. I was thinking this would just make the reds brighter, but for fuck's sake, are you serious? I'm wondering if this only happens after you've beaten the game, though. It does potentially mean that I was wrong about this being crafted for the black and white. Although the colors look wrong. They really do look wrong. So it could still be that it was crafted for the black and white and you just add the colors to it. Where's the video? Back to maximum. I hate the depth of field back there. I hate that. Let's go back into the game and take a look, honestly. I can do a new game. If I do a new game, will it be in this? All progress? There is no progress. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Skip that. So, yeah, apparently you could do this in color. Which, to me, makes no damn sense. Because that was the key to this game to me. That's an English ship sailing off. Yeah, I don't know. This would not have made me play the game. This would have made me skip the game right here. Playing it in color. The fact that it was that stylized graphics is what sold me on the game. Why does this exist? I don't know if this is something that I unlocked or if it was there from the very beginning. I hope it wasn't there from the beginning. I hope it wasn't. I hope this is just a, okay, you've beaten it once. Now you can see what the world looks like in color. I mean, this genuinely would be a different game. Yeah, it doesn't look all that good with the colors on. This would genuinely be a different game. Well, you know what? I'm gonna play for a little bit like this and just see like what do the ghosts look like? What do various things look like in color? I mean, there's nothing wrong with it looking kind of asset flippy. Because there's nothing wrong with using assets. I mean, not everyone can make all the stuff. The fact that it exists is a good thing for game development. It's the people who abuse it and just, buy asset packs and then try to sell them back as if they were full games. That's the problem. But just having the asset pack, that's not the problem. Like, I've seen plenty of games that use asset packs that are good. Or at least worth playing to a degree. Hell, I've bought some asset packs thanks to Humble Bundle. And I encourage other people to do so. If it makes it easier to create a game, do it. Still getting a lot of screen tearing. I'll turn the VSync on. Which I think I can only do from here. Where's VSync? On. It's been way too much screen tearing. Color contrast settings. Yeah, I don't know if that was there. It might have been. The game is a bit unstable. We've had several crashes. But yeah, if this was the game, like this, I would have completely overlooked it. I wouldn't even have bothered. It was that stylization that really sold me on the game. And it looked good in the black and white. It looks generic in color. So at the very least, I'm glad they set that as the default. Hey, look who's up there. What a shock. Hi. Yeah, she doesn't stand out nearly as well now. Okay, let me know. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously it was. Because, like I said, the colors actually don't look that good in this game. The colors look off. They look like they're being done through some kind of filter, which probably tells me that it, again, was designed for the black and white. So why did they add the colors? Does it say? Apparently I'm a really bad shot. I see. I mean, turn off some of the post-processing effects. Because, yeah, this genuinely doesn't even look as good. I mean, look, even the colors, like I say, they're wrong. They're off. The saturation of them is a bit funky because the game is designed to be black and white. So the color, adding the colors, this is not a color game. It looks like this is not a color game without or with a filter applied to make it black and white. It's a black and white. The game looks like it was designed in black and white, so the colors are messed up. But okay, I see that. Players were defeating that. Okay, okay, I can understand that then. If people going in and going, okay, get rid of the black and white filter themselves just to make it put that as an option so that people don't have to do that. Which is a good thing for the developers to have done this. They were responding to what their customers were saying. But looking at this, maybe it's just because I'm used to it being in the black and white, but this just doesn't look anywhere near as good to me. And like I said, the colors, they just look so wrong. They look just a little bit off. Like they had to be tweaked to make the black and white look better. Yeah, well, it is what it is. I want to keep going until I get to the dark. And see what the ghosts look like. Still, I mean, like I said, this is a very cool game, and it should be played in black and white if you can. Yeah, I agree to that, Shark. Absolutely. They were responding to complaints from the customers and reacting to what the players were doing. Putting a slider in is a better alternative than having the players deleting files. That door's closed. Nope, it's open now. That's not a bell. So I gotta find the bell and hang it up. Can't dig that. There's the bell. Enter is not closing that. Hang up the bell, and let's see what the dark world looks like. Dark is still black and white. Okay. Well, I mean, we can check. They don't. You can do this so that the dark world is brighter. If you're, like me and have trouble seeing in the dark or seeing the dark colors, which just makes the dark look more like the light world now, which would have been really annoying in the other one. Did I just shoot you? Yeah, I personally find the tongue more unsettling. Hope you didn't lick the wrath. Though, I confess I am suddenly curious to what one might taste like. They seemed real enough. Like the darkness and the wraiths. What did one of you anyway? See, so we do get different dialogue options as well. Going back in the dark, I'm going to look for ghosts. Oh, so I'm going to turn that back down. No, you know what? I'm going to leave that on. Fuck it. You can definitely tell the difference between the light and dark world this way. Anyway. There we go. So what do these things look like? Of course they look the same! Freaking Dark World still has the... I'm dumb. Gee, I wonder what the enemies in the Dark World look like with the color. Oh yeah, the Dark World doesn't have color! I'm an idiot. Okay. Well. I'm glad I played the game the other way. And I'm glad that was how it was supposed to be played, because that stylization is what drew me to this game. Never changed, never changed. Yeah, I never will. What can I say? Anyway, I am glad I played this game. It's an interesting experience. I'm glad it's on GOG. Everyone should go check it out. I don't know what the next game is going to be. There's a couple options that are suffering. Those will make Shy happy, but I don't know. We will see. We will see. This is so wrong looking at it in color. It is so wrong. But like I said, look at these colors. The trees are a brighter green than they should be. The houses... They look kind of washed out this way. It looks like the saturation has been dialed way up. Because it has! This seems like what the normal should be. Except even then, the trees are still a bit too bright. Even then, the colors are still wrong. The saturation was turned up, but the contrast is still... Yeah, it really still feels like it was crafted for the black and white. Because even turning that saturation down, which makes this look a lot better, I'm going to say that right now, the color version looked better. It still looks like it was done this way to make this look better. Because look at this screenshot right here, and just how much better it looks. The black and white really pops. The details come out this way. You can see the things. This part doesn't look so stark, but the gray and the white here are enough of a contrast that you can really make it out. Whereas if you turn it up, that just looks kind of wrong. Like this coloration here and what's underneath it, you don't know why it looks like that. And the red, definitely the red. Yeah, the red looks really wrong with the colors around it, whereas in the black and white, let's go get a better picture with her on the screen while I do this. it's just the red popping out, and it really makes it more distinct. And the red kind of looks better this way to me. I guess you could turn it to about here and desaturate it a bit instead of doing it all the way up. But even then, the houses still don't look right. I can't make a thing where I can't get a setting where it looks right in color to me. That like this is closer. Actually, that could be it, honestly. Well, that's for the Dark World. Oh. No, no, I need that all the way up. Said maybe. Maybe if you adjust these just right, you see that it is set for color first and then just has the filters. But even if that's the case, they did a really good job with the filters then. Because this is about the best I can make it look in color. And I still think the black and white kind of looks better. I don't know, man. This actually isn't too bad. This actually works for me. Yeah, this is about the best I can make the colors look. And at this point, the colors actually do look really good. But yeah, as you say, you lose the things popping at you. She looks kind of generic this way. When it's black and white with the bright red really at you, that looks better. But again, I'm glad they put these sliders in if people were having a problem. But this game should be played in the black and white. Although I guess it means that some of the stuff I thought was wrong, that I thought they had actually really gone in and adjusted everything to make sure it looked best in... See, okay, so those are the reds coming from, because I can see like red on the bow when I do this. So the trees are probably the same. Yeah, I can see that if people were having a problem with it, and if they were modifying their game to remove the filters, yeah, put an option in. And again, this actually doesn't look that bad when you do it, when you have adjusted the colors properly, rather than just going full tilt with it. I still think this game, they might have tweaked things to make it look better in black and white. If people were deleting files that were putting the filters on, that means there was color underneath, because you couldn't get the color by deleting a filter if there wasn't color under the filter. I mean, it looks acceptable. This looks perfectly acceptable. But now it looks generic. And the stuff doesn't pop out quite as well. And I would probably not have played the game if it looked like this. I played the game because of how it looked. And I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad that was the default. I'm glad it was made that way. I am glad that they put these features in. Yeah, the stylized game done well looks great. And I was to say, overall for this game, the story of it, kind of generic, but that's fine. I like the way it went. I'm kind of curious as to what would have happened if I told everyone to suffer. Would have kind of sucked, but yeah. It's not really in my nature. I try to be a nice guy in video games. In video games. But, yeah. This game is on GOG. as you can see, I mean, if you want to play it this way, you can. So, glad I poked around a little bit. Game has issues with crashing. There's a memory leak that I'm probably completely wrong, because I'm wrong on everything else, apparently, with my guesses. But it makes me seem like this foliage is causing a memory leak, which is why turning the video settings so that the foliage turns off lets you load in. I'm thinking that's the problem. But I've played worse games than this. I've played better games. You see, like here, the coloration doesn't look as good anymore. It still looks a little bit wrong. But I'm glad this one's off my list. This was a good game to take a look at. Yeah, being mean to an NPC makes me feel bad. It was hiding in plain sight, right where I couldn't see it, just like so many other things. I'm dumb and blind, what can I say? But I'm glad I missed it too. To be entirely honest, I'm glad I missed this. I would have been better not knowing about it. Ah, well. Check this game out on GOG. It's free. At least right now it is. So again, I'm not sure what tomorrow's game's going to be. Something strange. Something probably going to annoy the hell out of me. Till then, take care, Internet, and enjoy the games you play.